Now then, so if you were around in the true dark days of my channel, the early days, back before the main and everything like that, one of the things that I experimented with quite a bit and actually had quite a bit of success with was Radeyah Siege. And since then, I did another version, and then there's been a hell of a lot of changes. And so now it's time to revisit. Since Radeyah got a buff, it was only right, and NR's in a bad spot, so I gotta come in and be the saviour yet again. Gotta save NR. So this is what I've come up with. Um, what's kind of going on here is we're doing a lot of what like a typical Inspired Zeal Siege kind of list would do, but with the added benefit of Radeyah representing a massive duel, we can take things out very easily with that. It's pretty good point value at the moment. And then typical NR things, and just seeing if it can desperately claw this poor faction out of the depths. I think a lot of the top end is pretty self-explanatory, you know, things like Anseus, Radeyah, Siege, whatever. But lower down, there's maybe a few weird things, which is to be expected in a singleton list. Um, we haven't gone diversion, mainly because I'm not a huge fan of using Veraxis in the dual decks. I think at lower ranks it probably works out quite well, and I would say if you are below, like, say, if you're below like rank 10 for sure, put a Veraxis in because people just don't think about locking the dual units. Um, but certainly at higher ranks, people just expect it. They deal with the dual units. You don't get a good second duel. Um, and so that gives us a bit of freedom. What we're running is like a maxi just for consistency because we don't have a tutor for the very top end stuff, so it's really crucial that we're drawing well. We also have an Arrakis Venom. If you haven't seen this card, which I won't blame you if you hadn't, it's deal 3, and if it kills that target, it damages the adjacents by 3 as well. So this potential 9 for 5, which is really good. And because we will get 1,000,001 pings from Siege, you know, with the reinforced ballistas, with trebuchets, with all that kind of stuff, is not unreasonable for this. And this is sort of the same argument I have for Centurion Knight, because that will also not be too much of a bother setting up a 2 health unit. Seems pretty easy. And then we just have a lot of siege engines and a lot of the standard stuff, and then squeezed in a few other things. So we'll see how this one goes. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Alright, Arrakis. This could be a little annoying, but I feel like if we can time our siege right, we can maybe hit some of the immune stuff. Do pretty well. We've also got Prince with us today. Usually ignoring me. Don't know what he's looking at the moment, but you okay, Prince? Yeah, that's a yes. Right. See how this hand's looking. One thing I did forget to mention, because we're playing a limited amount of siege engines, you kind of need to be a bit careful about when you use them and things like that. Not an amazing hand. We would have liked to have seen maybe one of the Jewelers or like Natalis to see Amphibious Assault or Maxi just to ensure later rounds. But I mean, we did draw into Siege and Radeyah, so we don't have to worry too much about the consistency we'll get from Maxi. The only thing we won't be able to tutor is Anseus and Radeyah, so I don't want to be hitting those cards, but if we don't, it's okay. We'll live. I think we always have targets pretty easily with Arrakis Venom in this matchup as well, so yeah, shouldn't be too bad. Should not be too bad at all. Phantom's an interesting start. Phantom is an interesting start. I'm also perfectly fine using Selkirk this round as well. I could be happy enough to do that. And this might be the target, in fairness. It might be a case of just dueling this away next. I just didn't want to do it first because Red Dive is a thing, and we can also armor it up with Radovids, so it doesn't really matter too much. It does set up quite a tall target for them, but as I said, Pred Dive, we're protected from Pred Dive, and if they Pred Dive, then we just play Siege support, and we're good to go. Good to go. Donomy is the only thing I feel questionable about. in that maybe there's something else in the 9 slot we could be running instead, but we shall see. This just screams like they've got a pred dive. Like, come on. Come on.
What do you want?
I think it goes without saying we just don't allow that. Yep. I mean, you just can smell it. They're not getting away with that one. I don't love playing the ballista. Yeah, I really don't love playing the ballista, but my fear is second pred dive, which I genuinely wouldn't put past them. Yeah, so I think for that reason alone, we need to do it. We'll watch what they play here. If they play one of these two, a pass after this is really good, because it means if they want to keep going, Sunset Wanderers comes out. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. This is exactly why I'm running the ale, because there's so many locks about at the moment. This does play harder into a pred dive, but, you know, it's what it is. It's what it is. And if they don't pass now, then what's it called comes out. Venom's kind of good. Sunset Wanderers comes out, but I mean, in all honesty, I'm pretty happy to pass here. Adder's come out, Doragara's come out, Sunset Wanderers has come out, Crimson Curse has come out. Like, I'm happy enough to just dip out here, in all honesty. Because, like, say we play Araka's Venom, that plays for 9, 10, still down by 10, plus whatever bleeding damage we take. We'd probably have to commit, like, Radeyah. Nah, not for me. Not for me. I think we take those ones. We have used one of our jewels, but, you know, I think in terms of trade-off, they committed more for that round. And I know they want the whole unitless round 3 kind of thing. But, you know, that's kind of fine. We also have, if we do get pushed super hard here, we do have Seige and access to 2 Siege engines, so it's okay. Looks like we might be getting pushed. Griffin, okay. So, playing Siege isn't amazing here. I think it's just a squirrel. Just to start off, you know, we can, is there anything they could possibly get access to? I don't think this matters. But, you know, it's not unheard of that they could push here. I don't love just jamming Siege straight away. It's looking like now might have to be the time, unfortunately. Alright, we'll play Donomir first. They do get ahead here, but a Karathi onto Siege, if they are going to be pushing really hard here, would kind of be disastrous. Rues, yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, this just needs doing. Don't love it. As I said, do not love it, but it's what it is, I guess. It's what it is. Alright, we can use our Seige. We'll get something we kind of don't care about. I think Ballista we'd probably be pretty sad about drawing into. Hubert's looking a bit of a concern, in all honesty. A little bit of a concern, because normally, you know, we would have got another one here, another one here. Hubert would be on like a 4. I mean, we're going to get our duel going, and the lock, but not amazing. Not amazing, is it? It's also not amazing when you draw into him. And watch this, we miss Ansis. Yep. You play the game as long as I have you know what's coming. You know you're gonna get bullied. But these things happen. These things happen. What we'll probably do is when we start seeing some 1 power units, Natalis for a bombardment will probably be the way. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't think there's another dive. I don't think you'd do this if you have a dive. So, AA for Carabalist is reasonable. Mainly because we're just going to be using our Inspired Zeal for, like, buffs, which is a little sad. But it is what it is. We can also delay it a turn. Yeah, I actually think we're going to delay it. Because I don't expect a second pred dive, but, I mean, on ladder, you see the strangest things. You see the absolute strangest things. Himlarith's fine. Himlarith is fine. And 11. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, that's just going to be our Karathi target. Might just want to do that now, in all honesty. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Okay. The 14-point Karathi. I'm just thinking I don't want that to be taking hits from a bombardment off Natalis. I'd rather just take it out now. Because save next time they swarm the board, we want to be going Natalis to try and clear it up a little bit. Ideally, actually, we want to be going AA first. Maybe sequencing was... I think I'm maybe playing a bit too scared of Pred Dive, but... Can't live your life afraid of Pred Dive, I guess. Interesting one. Okay. It looks like Hubert's not coming out. So 1, 2. Don't know. Does John Natalis? I swear John Natalis counts or something. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So would we rather an engineering solution or just... Hold up. We hunt for Kess Scroll. Try and get the Antaeus. You love to see it, you really do. Beautiful. She's justified. Justified right there. And that does mean Hubert comes out as well, because Antaeus' order and our leader is enough. Parasite, yeah. This is a good enough Antaeus duel, I think. Onto the 7, actually. Thinking about it. Or was that Parasite a tell that they have a dive? Because then into the 6, into the 9, sorry, it's much better because we take out a 9. This goes down to 3. Life's too short to live afraid of Red Dive. Life is far too short. I'm interested to see what their like game plan is. This is an interesting one, like Boogo and stuff. Be best for the boost, okay. Alright, so that's probably a Glusty in hand. Alright, bombardment it is. We probably lose by a couple of points. Oh, took out the ones though. But we set up another one. This would have been a draw. Oh no, it's Mamuna. Okay. What have they got to pull though? Okay. Um, not bad for a first game. Not bad for a first game, considering Seige came out. We had to drop a few points with Radeyah in order to get our value from the Anseus, and yeah, I think it was okay. It was okay. It's close. It's close. That's what it is for a first little draft of this deck. It's close. All right, everyone's favorite. Double cross suggests it could be Mill. I haven't seen anybody but Mill using that. I mean, you know, maybe it's just like a hardcore assimilate deck, which is fine. But I somewhat doubt it. Somewhat doubt it. And if it is Mill, we probably cry because we have just not hit anything at all. Oh, this is going to be Mill, isn't it? Yep. I mean, that genuinely probably deserves a Karathi. Yeah, it does. Yeah, this is just sad, isn't it? Every day I wake up. What can you do? What can you do? Right, well, I'm gonna wait to see if they have Operator before we play Donomir. AA isn't unreasonable. Alright, we can start a little slow, can't we? Start a little bit slow. You don't need to win on even, we just need to win the round. Another 4. Perfect. A squirrel. Just what I wanted. Just what I wanted. I mean, to be fair, the Isabel kind of suggests it probably is an Operator, so maybe it is just playing this out sooner rather than later. We can float the 2 damage on this as well now that Donomir is set up. Bilg, yeah. I don't know why I played this front row instead of range row, but it is what it is. Let's just get rid of that.
Time to get our hands dirty.
Cool. We'll kill this just in case there is a good old teleport in hand or something like that. Play around. All that gross stuff. Wait, you're serious? Why do I play this game? Why do I actually play this game? A random amount between 0 and 11 and he just straight up hits a 10. Why do I actually play this game? Oh, Christ almighty. We are still winning on even though. So it's something, I guess. It's something. Because, like, say this low rolled. Then we have a really nice Arachas Venom. Oh, we delayed the squirrel too long. Oh, no. No. We have 2 siege engines. I mean, maybe we just grab like a Carabalista. Maybe it just is like reinforced. Valid point. Actually, we really shouldn't be grabbing these because siege is looking very sad if we do that. So what could we do alternatively? I mean, bombardment gets us ahead, right? Let's just do that. I don't love using the AA before we may need to use Selkirk. Thinking about it, we actually want to Arrakis Venom like now, just in case they lead her, because they actually have a really good Arrakis Venom. That's fine. What's in their graveyard that we'd want to get rid of? I mean, we can get rid of a Kingslayer. That's kind of fine. I don't reckon they get use out of it. Would have much rather done that onto T-Ball, but it is what it is. Rathens. You don't scare me too much. So AA into what? I mean, maybe it's just Selkirk. Like, we need to win this round, so I think actually it's just Selkirk. We have more than enough fuel left over. Just go into an 8, take that out. And now we just pray, because we literally have 6 points potential. I mean, they also have 4 off leader, which is kind of doing nothing, so. Just double checking. Yeah, just double checking I'm not being dumb. Okay. Whew. Absolute pile. This Gascon, man, that's gonna haunt my dreams, I swear. I swear. Can we please? No, we can't. Like, what can we do here? We can't push. I know this is mill, and I know I should just be pushing for the 2-0, but what can I do? Pull Radeyah now. Oh no, okay. A soldier. Siege engine. Right, so we don't want Natalis. Anything else we're missing? I mean, I don't love holding on to the amphibious assault, but just the way it is. Alright, that's perfect. Perfect. Because we can do this. Just get rid of that real quick. Get some value. We have all we need here. We actually get a win. Pretty confident we get a win here. We can pull like a 4 or a 6. Okay, a 6. And they just use the lock for no reason. Perfect. And we don't really care about our last card getting bent, so I think we're pretty pleased here. Yep. They could like renew something like T-Ball or like a Vilg. I mean, I don't think I care. I don't actually think I care. Oh, Colgrim. Okay.
I demand justice. A trial by ordeal.
I mean, most of the time we kill this here. Of course, we don't kill it here for whatever reason. Did I mention how much I love this game sometimes? Hey, it's alright. It's alright. We didn't even need the Radeyah. Why show to them that we're playing Radeyah, right? I'll take that one. I will take that one, because that was just... The Gascon is what pisses me off the most. But hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.